Have you ever felt that deep pull toward the cycles of nature? Like the seasons themselves are whispering wisdom to you? The Wheel of the Year is a map of those sacred cycles. It's how pagans, Wiccans, and many magical folk connect with the turning of the seasons, and they celebrate the dance of light and shadow throughout the year. Today, I will walk you through what the Wheel of the Year is, the 8 Sabbats, and how you can begin celebrating them in simple but meaningful ways. Hello everyone, welcome back to Mystic Brilliance. If you're new here, I'm Kristen. On this channel, we dive into mystical living and explore everything from crystals and astrology to spell work and the natural cycles of the earth. In this video, we're going to take a look at one of the most beautiful foundations of modern pagan practice, the Wheel of the Year. Whether you're brand new, or maybe you're looking to deepen your path, this will give you a strong, clear understanding of how these seasonal festivals can bring magic and rhythm into your life. Let's start at the beginning by discussing exactly what the Wheel of the Year is all about. The Wheel of the Year is essentially a sacred calendar. It's made up of 8 festivals known as Sabbats that mark the solar cycles, which are the solstices, the equinoxes, and then the midpoints between them. Together, they tell the story of the earth, the sun, and the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Think of it like a wheel. It's always turning, always moving forward, but also always bringing us back to the rhythms of nature. There are 8 Sabbats in total in the Wheel of the Year. They are Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltane, Litha, or Lughnasadh, Mabon, and Samhain. Each one has its own unique energy, its own traditions, and its own magical themes. Together, they guide us through the story of the year, from the rebirth of the sun at Yule, to the harvest of Mabon, to the mysteries of death and renewal at Samhain. Now, I would like to mention that some practitioners in the Southern Hemisphere will adjust the dates of each Sabbat to honor the natural rhythms and cycles of their local environment. On the other hand, some choose to follow the traditional dates. When I discuss each Sabbat, I'll mention the Northern and Southern Hemisphere dates, but every practice is personal, so you can decide what you would like to do. Okay, let's walk through each Sabbat one by one. We begin with Yule, which occurs around December 21st in the Northern Hemisphere, or around June 21st in the Southern Hemisphere. This is the winter solstice. It's the longest night of the year, but it's also the rebirth of the sun. Yule celebrates hope, light, and the promise of returning warmth. Typical Yule traditions would include lighting candles, decorating evergreens, and honoring the cycle of death and rebirth. Does that sound familiar? Yes, many modern Christmas traditions come from these ancient celebrations of Yule. Next is Imbolc, which is around February 1st or 2nd in the Northern Hemisphere and around August 1st or 2nd in the Southern Hemisphere. This is a festival of renewal and purification. The earth is still in winter's grip, but signs of life are beginning to stir. Imbolc honors the goddess Brigid, the patron of poetry, healing, and the sacred flame. It's a time to cleanse your home, light candles, and plant seeds, both literally and spiritually, for the future. Then comes Ostara, which is around March 20th in the Northern Hemisphere and around September 20th in the Southern Hemisphere. This is the spring equinox. Day and night are equal, and balance is the theme of Ostara. It celebrates fertility, new beginnings, and the greening of earth. Eggs, rabbits, and blooming flowers are all symbols of this time. Once again, you'll notice how these traditions echo a lot of our modern Easter celebrations. Next, we arrive at Beltane on May 1st in the May 1st in the Northern Hemisphere and around November 1st in the Southern Hemisphere. This is a fire festival. It's bursting with passion, fertility, and the union of both masculine and feminine energies. Traditions would include dancing around the maypole, lighting bonfires, and celebrating sensuality, creativity, and the peak of spring. This is a wonderful time to call in love, abundance, and joy. After Beltane comes Litha, which is around June 21st in the Northern Hemisphere and around December 21st in the Southern Hemisphere. This is the summer solstice. It's the longest day of the year when the sun is at its full power. Litha is a celebration of vitality, strength, and the height of life's energy. It's a time for bonfires, sun rituals, and honoring the abundance that surrounds us. Next is Lammas, which is sometimes also called Lughnasadh. This celebration happens around August 1st in the Northern Hemisphere and around February 1st in the Southern Hemisphere. It's the first of the 3 harvest festivals, and it's when we first celebrate the gathering of the grains. It's a time to give thanks for what has grown, both in the fields and in our lives. Baking bread, sharing meals, and expressing gratitude are key traditions for this Sabbat. It's also a moment to reflect on the hard work that you've done and what you're reaping. Then comes Mabon, around September 21st in the Northern Hemisphere and around March 21st in the Southern Hemisphere. This is the autumn equinox. Again, day and night are equal, and balance is key. Mabon is the second harvest festival. It's a time of thanksgiving, gratitude, and preparing for the darker half of the year. This is when you gather the fruits, both literal and symbolic, and honor the cycles of completion. Finally, we arrive at Samhain on October 31st in the Northern Hemisphere and around April 30th to May 1st in the Southern Hemisphere. This is the 3rd harvest festival. It's also considered the Witch's New Year, and it's one of the most powerful Sabbats. Samhain honors death, ancestors, and the thinning of the veil between the worlds. Traditions include creating ancestor altars, lighting bonfires, practicing divination, and feasting with the spirits. This is the time to release, reflect, and honor the mysteries of life and death. Now that you know when the Sabbats are, you might be wondering, how do I actually celebrate them? Here's the good news. You don't need elaborate rituals to honor the wheel of the year. You can do something as simple as light a candle in alignment with the season, cook with seasonal foods, decorate your altar with nature's gifts, or simply step outside and spend some mindful time in the elements. The point is connection to the earth, to the cycles, and to your own inner rhythm. In our modern world, it's easy to feel disconnected from nature. The Wheel of the Year offers us a way to come back to it. It reminds us that we are part of the earth. We rise and fall, we plant and harvest, and we grow and release, just like the seasons. By celebrating the wheel, we step into harmony with the cycles of life itself. So, which Sabbat are you most excited to celebrate? Or if you've already started walking this path, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. If this video inspired you, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's curious about the Wheel of the Year. Your support means so much to me, and it really helps this community grow. Until next time, may you always walk with the turning of the wheel. Blessed be.